Imagine a kingdom hidden in the mountains of ancient Arabia, controlling one of the most valuable resources in the world. Incense, so precious that it fueled empires, sparked wars, and even shaped religions. This is Himyar, a kingdom you probably never heard of, but whose story reveals how power and fate collided within the deserts of Yemen. Today, we are diving deep into Himyar's rise and fall, from its irrigation systems to ruthless kings, deadly battles, and shifting alliances with empires like Rome, Axum, and Persia. Himyar started emerging around 110 BCE, taking over the southern Arabian Peninsula from older kingdoms like Saba and Qatarban. It was centered in the mountainous highlands of modern-day Yemen, especially around the city of Zafar, which became its capital, and the ancient city of Marib. One of Himyar's greatest achievements was maintaining and expanding the Marib Dam, an enormous engineering feat originally built centuries earlier. This dam controlled floodwaters and irrigated dry lands, enabling agriculture in an otherwise arid region. With this system, Himyar could support a large population and maintain a standing army, giving it a strategic advantage over neighboring tribes and kingdoms. Additionally, within the mountains and deserts, it made it difficult to invade Himyar, and the kingdom controlled key caravan routes for transporting frankincense and myrrh, two aromatic resins that were among the most valuable trade goods in the ancient world. These resins were harvested from trees in southern Arabia and parts of Africa, then transported north to the Mediterranean and east to India. Himyar's economy was heavily based on controlling and taxing this trade, but incense was just one part. Himyar also exported spices, gold, and ivory, linking the Red Sea ports of Qana and Aden to major trade networks stretching from Egypt to India. The Himyarite society was more than just merchants and farmers. It was a kingdom ruled by a monarch, supported by a class of nobles and priests. The government was centralized, with a king holding considerable power but relying on alliances with tribal leaders and religious authorities. The language they spoke was Himyarite, written in the ancient South Arabian script, examples of which survive on inscriptions scattered around Yemen. Religion in Himyar evolved over time. Originally, like many Arabian kingdoms, they practiced polytheism, worshipping gods like Al-Makah, a moon god, and Atar, associated with Venus. Temples and rituals honored these deities to secure protection and prosperity for the kingdom itself. But however, in the late 4th or early 5th century CE, Himyar went a dramatic shift in religion. The ruling elite adopted Judaism. This change was likely a strategic decision to strengthen the kingdom's internal cohesion and differentiate it from neighboring Christian and pagan states. Judaism offered an identity that helped consolidate the power, especially as pressures from Christian Ethiopia, for instance, which originally was the Kingdom of Axum, and the Roman Empire basically increased. The most famous Himyarite king was Yusuf Dunawas, who ruled for roughly 518 to 525 CE. Dunawas was a staunch Jewish ruler and formidable military leader who saw the Christian kingdom of Axum across the Red Sea as a direct threat. So, in 523 CE, tension boiled over when Dunawas ordered attacks on Christian communities within Himyar, culminating within the massacre of hundreds of Christians in the city of Najran. This brutal act provoked King Caleb to Axum to launch a military invasion of Himyar in 525 CE. The Axumite invasion was literally decisive. They defeated Dunawas and installed a Christian client ruler in Himyar, drastically altering the religious and political situation of the kingdom. For the first time, Christianity gained a foothold in Southern Arabia, supported by powerful African kingdoms with naval capabilities across the Red Sea. Despite Axum's control, the region remained unstable. Many local tribes resisted the imposition of Christianity, maintaining their Jewish faith or traditional beliefs. This power vacuum and ongoing conflict caught the attention of Sasanian Persian Empire, which was expanding its influence in the region and sought to challenge Ethiopian dominance. Around 570 CE, the Persians intervened militarily, pushing the Ethiopians out and establishing their own governance in Yemen. The Sassaninians installed local governors loyal to Persia, but often allowed a degree of autonomy to tribal leaders to maintain order. This back and forth conflict within Ethiopia and Persia weakened HIM-yar and fragmented basically the political authority of the kingdom. So, within early 17th century, when the rise of Islam under the Prophet Muhammad, HIM-yar had ceased to exist as an independent kingdom. So, in essence, that is HIM-yar, the incense kingdom that rose from rugged mountains to command this wealth, faith, and politics in ancient Arabia. If you thought history was all about Rome and Egypt, think of it again. Sometimes the smallest kingdoms left the biggest marks. If you want to uncover more hidden stories like this, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next deep dive.